So who in the audience would consider themselves a historic preservationist? This is not a trick question. Raise your hands. Well, I would consider myself a historic preservationist. My name's Hannah Belsito. I'm currently studying urban planning, design, and development with a specialization in historic preservation at Cleveland State University. In fact, I graduate a month from today. So, yeah, very exciting. So ever since I started the program in 2007, I'm consistently asked 3 questions over and over. Those are, why are you studying urban planning, design, and development? Why are you specializing in historic preservation? And then my dad's favorite is, what kind of jobs are there in planning, design, development, and preservation? My response to these questions has always been that for me, planning, design, development, and preservation are about connecting people to their communities. And that's what I'm passionate about. Preservation impacts your sense of community, your work, your physical well-being, your psychological well-being, and your wallet. It also impacts our environment and our region's sustainability and ability to attract talent. Truly, in some ways, every speaker here today does planning, design, development, or preservation in some way by connecting people to their communities. So, my answer to these 3 questions has always been, why not study them? I'm really passionate about them. I like connecting people to their communities, and there's a lot of jobs. So how did I figure this out? I grew up in Salem, Ohio. Salem's about an hour from Pittsburgh and an hour from Cleveland. It's also about 20 minutes from Canton and 20 minutes from Youngstown. The word Salem means peace. So the city of Salem has always had a slogan as the city of peace, literally. It's on all our signs, all our websites, any marketing materials about the community, and there aren't many marketing materials. Even our mascot is peaceful, Quaker Sam. Quaker Sam was named our mascot because Salem was settled by the Quakers. The problem for me was Salem was too peaceful. I wanted more. I wanted more action, more energy. Growing up, I didn't really daydream about my wedding dress. Instead, I daydreamed about what my home would look like and how my neighborhood would feel. For me, I really wanted a loft, like the one in 3 Men and a Baby, with the elevator that leads directly to your apartment. You open the freight gate. Or a Queen Anne Victorian, like the many historic homes that line the streets of Salem. Being small-town minded and literally having a circle drawn on a map by my mother of how far I could go, I thought my only choices for opportunity and new ideas were Cleveland or Pittsburgh. And really both seemed like really, really big cities to me. So I looked at colleges in both cities and ended up choosing John Carroll University. I loved the historic architecture of the campus and how close-knit and connected it felt. After college, I ended up living in a loft in the historic warehouse district, and then 5 years later, my husband and I bought a 1905 Craftsman in Lakewood. Not quite the 3 Men and a Baby loft or the Queen Anne Victorian, but they both worked. So are you noticing a trend? Salem may have been peaceful, but what I've learned over the years is that it also had great architecture, it was walkable, it was full of character, and it was historic and well-connected. Salem had a story to tell. The same was true of John Carroll, the downtown's warehouse district, and Lakewood. I didn't realize I was interested in planning, design, development, or preservation until I started to think about the places I wanted to live, the places that felt like home, in historic neighborhoods. Salem taught me that. I wanted more opportunity and excitement, but I also wanted a piece of what Salem had: character, history, connection, and walkability. A recent USA Today article notes, educated 20 and 30-somethings are flocking to live in downtown in USA's largest cities, even urban centers that are losing population. Carol Coletta, head of CEOs for Cities, a nonprofit consortium of city leaders that commissioned the research, goes on to note, clearly the next generation of Americans are looking for a different kind of lifestyle: walkable, art, culture, entertainment. In Cleveland, which lost 17% of its population, downtown added 1,300 college-educated people ages 25 to 34. That's up 49%. Educated young professionals want to live in places that have a story to tell. We hope you do too.